Hello guys, this is Priyanka Manikandan and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to see about Ponniyin Selvan, a novel. Let's get started. Ponniyin Selvan is a historical fiction novel based on true story events by Indian author Kalki Krishnamurthy written in Tamil language. It was first serialized in the weekly editions of Kalki, a Tamil magazine from 29th October 1950 to 16th May 1954 and later integrated into 5 volumes in 1955. In about 2210 pages, it tells the story of early days of Chola prince Arunmozhivarman. Kalki visited Sri Lanka 3 times to gather information and for inspiration. Ponniyin Selvan is regarded as one of the greatest novels of Tamil literature. The fan following for the series, which was published weekly in Kalki, was such that it elevated the magazine circulation to reach a figure of 71,366 copies, a vast readership in a newly independent India. The book continued to be admired in the modern era, developing a cult following and fan base among people of all generations. Ponniyin Selvan has garnered critical acclaim for its tightly woven plot, vivid narration, wit of dialogue, and portrayal of intrigues and the power struggle of the Chola Empire in the 10th century. Now let's look at the summary of the novel. The story revolves around Vandiya Devan, a charming, brave, and brilliant young man who sets out across the Chola land to deliver a message from the crown prince Aditya Karikalan to the king and the princess. The story shuttles between Vandiyathevan's travel in Chola country and the young prince Arunmozhivarman's travels in Sri Lanka. The narrative deals with attempts by his sister Kundavai to bring back Arunmozhivarman to establish political peace in the land seemingly beset with unrest and civil war plotted by vassals and petty chieftains. Parantaka Chola was succeeded by his second son Gandharaditya as the first son Rajaditya had died in a battle. At the time of Gandharaditya's death, his son Madhurantaka was 2-year-old child and hence Gandharaditya's brother Arinjaya ascended the throne. After Arinjaya's death, his son Parantaka too was crowned. He had 2 sons, Aditya Karikalan, Arunmozhivarman, and a daughter named Kundavai. When the story begins, the emperor Sundaracholan is is ill and bedridden. His son Aditya Karikalan is the general of the northern command and lives in Kanchi. The younger son Arunmozhivarman is in Sri Lanka in battle. Their sister Kundavai Pirati lives in Chola royal household at Parayarai. The story advances when rumors abound that there is a conspiracy against Chola and his sons. One person who gets a glimpse of the Pandya conspirators is a warrior named Vannarakular Veera Vallavarayan Vandiyathevan at the palace of his friend Kandamaran. It is through Vandiyathevan that we meet most of the characters in the novel, including Arunmozhivarman, the prince whom all the people loved, and Periya Tarayar, the chancellor who married Nandini when he was 60. During his youth, Aditya Karikalan had fallen in love with Nandini, but she turned vengeful and vowed to destroy the Chola dynasty after Aditya Karikalan killed Veerapandiyan. We also meet Kundavai Pirati, who, after hearing the news of the conspiracy, sends Vandiyathevan to Sri Lanka to give a message to Arunmozhivarman to come back immediately. Besides these, there are other characters like Madhurantaka Devar, the son of Gandharaditya and Aniruddha, Brahma Rayar, Sundara Chola's prime minister, and the man who has eyes and ears everywhere. He also meets Brahma Rayar's spy, Arvar Kadiyan Nambi, a man who roams around the country challenging for debates. He collects information for the Prime Minister and is always around Vandiyathevan, rescuing him from during trouble. Other characters include Vanati, a Kodamlu princess who is in love with Arunmuri, Pungurali, the boatwoman who rows the future king to Lanka, Mandakini, the deaf and dumb mother of original Madhurantaka Chola and the aunt of Pungolili. Most memorable among the female characters is Nandini, whose beauty is said to have the power to influence any man. Mani Mekalai, the sister of Kandamaran, who helps Nandini without any knowledge that she herself is the conspirator, and also he turns against Vandiyathevan, his best friend. Meanwhile, with Pungulili's help, Vandiyathevan reaches Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, Arunmozhivarman realizes that his father had spent some time in an island near Sri Lanka and had been with a girl born deaf and dumb. He meets her and realizes from her drawing that she and his father have had two children. Who are those children and do they have the right to the throne? Later one day in Thirupuram, Bayam forest, Vandiyathevan sees Nandini and the Pandya conspirators place a small boy on a throne and take a vow in front of him. Who is this boy and what right does he have to the throne? While coming back from Sri Lanka, Arunmozhivarman is caught in a cyclone and goes missing. Rumor spreads that he is dead, but he survives and stays at Chudamani Viharam, a Buddhist monastery inn. Then slowly he dispersed family starts assembling. The conspirators, meanwhile, choose one day in which both the king and both of his sons would be assassinated. Nandini, in the meantime, calls Aditya Karikalan to Kadambur Palace to discuss about the future of kingdom. Though Karikalan knows that his life is in utter danger, he travels to Kadambur Palace to meet Nandini. Aditya Karikalan is then assassinated at Kadambur Palace. Meanwhile, Arunmozhivarman recovers and returns to Tanjore, where he was forced initially to accept being crowned. Later, he tricks everyone and crowns his uncle Uttamachola. Thus, the fifth part of the book is named as Tyaga Sigaram, Pinnacle of Sacrifice.